So this video will go over current as well as how it flows in a given circuit. So let's think about when we were kids and we played magnetics. What did you notice? Well, for starters, opposite ends tend to attract, as well as the like ends repulsing against each other. That's essentially how current works. And when we were also children or adults, we noticed that most wires are made out of copper or silver. And we know that they're super conductive of electricity. But why is that? And it has something to do with their electrons. Notice how there's one shell with one electron just orbiting around, and the other shells are essentially at maximum capacity. When elements have one lone electron floating about its shell, it's much more inclined to give away that electron. And elements with that kind of property make excellent conductors. Hence why most electronic products, or if not all, use copper wires or silver. So, with that being known, let's say we have a copper wire and we were able to hook it up to a battery. And let's also note that there are some electrons in the battery. Oh, and it's also important to assign the terminals, which end is positive and which end is negative, in addition to direction. Now, if I was to ask you, where do electrons go? Do they go negative to positive or the other way around? And it turns out, in reality, right, it's actually negative to positive, which contradicts what is being taught in other classes, where it's actually the other way around, positive to negative. And it opens up a question as to why does current flow opposite to the charge? And it turns out that when Ben Franklin was studying the direction of current, he defined current as flowing from positive to negative, and this was before electrons were known to have a negative charge. A century and a half later, it was confirmed that electrons do have a negative charge, and as a result, it's actually the other way around to what Ben Franklin confirmed. And the reason why it's not a big deal is because it's just a matter of direction. At the end of the day, you just change the direction and you got the right answer. So it's really no biggie. And that right there is how current works, as well as what it is and why it plays a role in electricity.